Alright, recording. So this is a pruning pole, and it's what I use to reach the tops up there. I hope you can see everything. I'm doing this for trial and error, so it's my secateurs. These mean a lot to me. I was number one on a farm I worked at in New Zealand. I was the fastest pruner there, so I brought these with me. So I pruned a lot of grapes with them. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for these. I'll have to take it off carefully. Maybe I can cut that out for you. Alright, so I want to give it a little bit of a thin there too, but not yet. I'm going to go around, give it a little reduction. I'm just going to start low and take more as we go if I need to. So I'll start by going around, just bringing all the tips in a bit. Just looking for the right ones I want to cut to. This one has a natural one back here. See that? It's just my neighbours out there. I'll take that. I'm trying to look for a natural line too. It's a little bit much, but it's good. It's got that. This one I might just take back to there. Could do the same with this. When you start pruning, it takes a bit, because there's a lot of decisions. It takes a bit of time to learn which ones to cut and which ones you don't. So you get quicker as you learn it and get to read the different trees. I haven't pruned many of these, so I usually stick to other kinds of trees. So this is trial and error, but it's good for you to see what I get up to. I've been reading a lot, listening to some pretty cool audiobook lately from a woman who's an aesthetic pruner from the States. She went to Japan for a 4-month apprenticeship in a Japanese tree care business, and she just talks about her experience, and it's quite amazing to hear. So I'm just bringing all these in, and then when I hope you can see it. Then I can see that maybe there's some that are a little bit more out than I want them to be. So I'm just going to knit them into the next cross piece there. You see, I left too much there. There shouldn't be enough that a mouse can hang its hat on it. If that makes sense to you. Yeah, something like that. And then up here there's still a little bit. So I'll just take the middles out, because that brings it back about, what's an inch? 2.5 centimeters. And that might just be enough to do what I want to do. It's still got a bit much up there, so I'm going to cut this one back a little bit more. Small cuts. Yeah, and then that one doesn't look natural in there to me. In like apple pruning and in other kinds of pruning, when I show, then the branches here, they should be shorter than the leaders, kind of. That makes sense to you. I'll explain it. I'm writing a book about it. I'm going to start smaller here. I'm going to take this one. Now I'm going to take up here and see if that does. Yeah, see? If I took more, then it gets too open. That's something you learn over time. I'm still learning. Oh, there goes one of those. I'm going to eat the shit for those. I'll pick them up. Alright, one here. See, I can see this a little bit just sticking out, and it affects my aesthetic pruning eye. And that's what I'm working on, to make sure I'm a really, really good pruner. What have we got up here? Not quite enough. Cool. And then we got a bit of it's a little bit too much here. I'm gonna pull this out a little. I'm going to go to the sides, and I'll pull this one down a bit and nip. I don't want it going more out here. So I'm just saying, oh, there's a little wall here that you've got to watch out for. Don't go that way. I work with the tree, if possible. Otherwise I get my chainsaw. I hope you're getting something out of this. And I hope that it's filming good enough. Yeah, I want it to come up a bit. Alright, so the bottom's getting there. A little bit more here. And I'll nip those to get what I want. In Japan they pull all these needles. Apparently, that's how they thin them out, by pulling these needles all day. Bugger that. Alright, then we take the pole here. These poles are awesome. So I want to bring the top in a little bit too. So I'm going to make a cut up here. Hopefully you can see. I'll just use this pole. Alright. It's not a perfect cut, but I'll come and fix it when you're not watching. Be sure of that. I love my trees. Alrighty, there's one up there too. And I'm going to trim this one back a bit because it's competing for the other one. I really hope you can see this. This one. That's better. That's better. That one. There we go. That's what I want. Beautiful tree. Now it's beautiful. See what happens when you give me a microphone. There we go. One more here and then something up in the top. So I've got two going up in the top and I just want one. So I got to cut the two side ones off. Yeah. You see there's two up there. I'm going to cut the one off on the left here. Because the right looks like a better option when the tree's so close to the house. You know, someone doesn't come and prune this like me if we ever move. Which I hope we don't. I love it here. There we go. I think we're getting there. There we go. And then this one. Alrighty. Now I don't think I'll get in trouble even. That's not 10%. Never mind. That's what the tree needed. Now I'm going to thin it out a little. It's going to take some of these smaller ones. So I think there's a bit much going on in here. So I'm just going to reduce these back a bit actually. Don't want to take too much because then it'll shoot. It'll say, can I take that? Yeah, I can take that. And I'll take that one off. You can't see all this. I'm just opening up a little. Let's see if we can do something in here too. They're quicker fixes. Sometimes you need to do those. Oh, my poor hat's getting squished here. Yeah, there's a little bit much going on. I'm just thinning it a little here. You know, and there's no set amount. I'm just using my eye and the stuff I've learnt to make it look pretty. Like the stem, you should be able to see. Oh, you can't see, you can just see down there. But in here at the stem, you want to be able to see that. That's pretty. And this little branch here is Not really getting any light anyway. Might take this a little bit more, and that one too, because that one's a lot longer than the leader, right? And by doing it like that, then this will, you know, be more over here than trying to come out. I hope that helps. Cool. Let's have a walk around. It's looking alright. Oh, there's just that one there. Back to that. Take this one back. And that one. Then we're home. See, you can see. Oh, I can see. There we go. That looks good from here. A little bit here. And there. Really, you could probably just go around and take those tips of them, and it would have the same effect than me going around three or 4 times. But then I get to see the whole tree and see what it needs or wants. Cool. That's it.